Hey guys, welcome to our first small group recorded video. Shout out to you for being here and going that extra mile to become a better writer, doing the good work. So in our small group we have John Lee, Kyle, Mamadou, Zaleen, and Riel. Each of you will see your name in the Google Doc in your own spot. That's where you're going to complete your work before you submit. So before we get started, we're going to go through what this assignment looks like and what you're expected to do. So let's say I'm a 5th grade student and I'm starting this assignment. What kind of things do I need? The first thing is the video, which you're watching right now. The second thing is the text that you've already read, but you're going to need it again to find evidence or to reread it and look for what you're looking for. And most importantly, the Google Doc. So go ahead and click on that. And once you do, it should open up this page. Now this is the document where you're going to see the CFS, my example, and then all of your spots underneath to complete your work. So what exactly is it that we're working on today? Well, on Monday, you wrote a main idea after reading the text, Should Teens Have Recess? And we're going to work on making those main ideas even stronger today. So here is Ms. Pilger's example box. So each of you will have a box with your name on it. For example, if you keep scrolling, you'll see Mamadou's, you'll see Kyle, John Lee, Riel, and Zaleen. Let's go back up to mine. So what I did is I took whatever you wrote in the Google form for your main idea and I copied and pasted it. That is what you will see right here in red. So where it says your main idea from Should Teens Have Recess, I literally just copied and pasted what you wrote and I put it in red so you could see it clearly right here. For example, here's Mamadou's. Your main idea from Should Teens Have Recess, and boom, that's his right there in red, exactly what he wrote. So let's take a look at mine because I know I'm trying to make it better, but I'm not exactly sure how or what I'm supposed to do right now. So let me reread my main idea. This informational article explores both sides of the argument for recess. Should we or should we not have it in schools? Those who argue for yes say that kids suffer from too much stress and anxiety in the busy school day, and recess helps alleviate this or make it better. Those who argue no say that recess would be taken away from other valuable learning time, and there should be a chosen block in the day to relax instead, such as a study hall or sitting with a friend at lunch. Alright, so that's what I wrote in the Google form for my main idea, but let's go up and look at the CFS. So I know a successful main idea should have these things. It should be 1. Accurate, 2. Contextualize, and 3. Deepest meaning supported by the text. So let me see. Is my main idea accurate? Well, I remember that the text was about whether students should or shouldn't have recess, and there were some kids giving their opinion with a bunch of reasons as to why or why not. And looking at my main idea, I talk about both of those sides. Right here I say those who argue for yes, and right here I say those who argue for no, and I give the reasons. So it is accurate to the whole text. What about contextualized? Well, I know that contextualized literally means evidence from the text. See the word text right here in the middle? So do I have any evidence from the text to support my main idea, or did I just put it all in my own words? Let's see. Right here, I say that kids suffer from too much stress and anxiety in the busy school day, which is evidence from the text because that's what the whole second page was about. And I have the quote from the text right down here. Some say no because they should have study hall or sitting with friends at lunch. So I do have evidence from the text, both paraphrased in my own words, and right here I have direct quotes from the text. So yes, I do have contextualized main idea. So let's see, deepest meaning supported by the text. Do I have the deepest meaning of this text in my main idea? I'm not sure. Let me take a second to reread it. So you guys go ahead, pause this video, and reread my main idea. Do I have the deepest meaning? Whoa, wait a second. I talked about what happened in the text and I gave some evidence, but I never really talked about the deeper meaning or what I'm supposed to take away from this, what the author wants me to know. Okay. That is probably the part that I forgot. Okay, no worries. So, answering question number 1 right here. What part of the CFS are you missing in your main idea? I now know that I am missing the deeper meaning. So where it says type here, just click and backspace, delete that, and you write deeper meaning. But let's say I want this to be nice and looking good. I want Miss Pilger to see what I typed, so I'm gonna make it a different color. How I did that was I clicked at the end, click and hold, scroll over, go up here where it says A with a black line, click on that and pick your colors. I'm gonna go with a blue here. You don't have to do this, but if you like to make it look nice, go ahead and do that. And I say deeper meaning is definitely the part that I'm missing. And I also know that because this was an informational text, the deeper meaning is always the author's point of view. If this was a narrative text, the deeper meaning would be the lesson learned, but because it's an informational text, the author's point of view on the topic of kids having recess is the deeper meaning. The author wants me to know what they think about having recess or not. Okay, so now that I know what I'm missing, I'm going to type my revision / the part that I was originally missing right here. So again, I'm going to delete the spot that says type here, and I'm going to make it blue. I think it was this one. Let's go with this blue. And now I have to figure out, okay, what am I going to add to my main idea that shows me the deeper meaning and the author's point of view? Let me think about that. All right, so the deeper meaning is, let's think. The title says, Do teens need recess? And I remember the whole first page was about, yes, they do, because they need exercise and they're stressed. And all these companies are also giving their employees recess time and game time and fun time. So it's pretty important. But then the whole third page is all about no, because they already don't have enough time in the day. And anyway, if they were outside, they're just on their phones. And they maybe could have something like a study hall. But overall, no, they shouldn't have recess. So I think that the author wants us to choose for ourselves. Yes or no, do teens need recess? Or maybe the author just wanted to provide us with both sides of the argument so we could think about it on our own and come with our own decision. So I think that the author wanted us to really just think about it. I don't know, do teens need recess? Yes or no? And they give us a lot of reasons why. So here's where I'm going to type that deeper meaning that I was missing. Let's think. The author wants us to think about for ourselves. Actually, no. The author wants us to think about whether teens do need recess or not. They provide us with evidence for both sides of the argument. Right? There's a whole page dedicated to each side. So we can... No worries, it's just going on to the second page. A lot of yours might do that, but that's because the page ends, and it's just like flipping a page of a notebook. Okay, so they provide us with evidence for both sides of the argument so we can decide for ourselves. And I see a lot of extra space here, so I'm just going to delete some of that. And, oh, a typo. Right-click, argument. Got it. So the deeper meaning. The author wants us to think about whether teens do need recess or not. They provide us with evidence for both sides of the argument so we can decide for ourselves. All right, let me double check. Do I have a full main idea? All right, accurate, already had it. Contextualized, evidence, already had it. Deepest meaning, boom, I just added it right here. So now I have a solid 2 out of 2 full main idea jot. Great, and now I know next week, when I'm supposed to write the main idea, I'm going to include these things also. All right, guys, so end my little example there. That is just a think aloud of how I went through thinking what I need to do, but each of you did something different, so each of you is going to be doing something different as well. That's why here it's blank, because you need to figure out, number 1, what am I missing, and number 2, put the revision and add what you're missing right there. So, after you finish watching this video, scroll down and find your name. For example, let's say I'm Riel. I'm going to reread what I did put for my main idea. I'm going to think, go back up, scroll to that CFS. What am I missing? Oh, right, I am missing that. So, I'm going to type it here, and I'm going to add my actual words. I'm going to fix the part that I was missing right here on the right side. And let's say, wait a second, I'm a little confused. I got to call Miss Pilger. No worries, because in the directions right here, where'd the directions go? I put my phone number. Please call me if you need any help. If you just want a thought partner to work through the questions, like maybe you're a little bit confused, you're not sure, call me. That's the whole point of this, so we can become better and stronger together. Shout out to you guys for doing this really important self-improvement. You're going to become great, amazing writers. Please reach out if you have any questions. All right, can't wait to see some great work.